Hello dear students, again you have to follow the same rule because of pandemic of COVID-19, that is SMS rule. That means you have to maintain the social distancing, you have to wear the mask at crowd place, and also you have to sanitize your hand when required. Are you getting this point? So now dear students, in previous lecture I told you about the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, in that I told you about the tolerance test and failing solution test, and I also told you that the tolerance test and failing solution test are only respond to the aldehydes but not ketone. This is because in case of ketone, due to mild oxidizing nature of tolerance reagents and failing solution, they do not break the carbon-carbon bond of ketone. So that's why they do not respond to the ketone. Now let us focus on the second last topic of unit 11, aldehyde, ketone and acid, that is reactivity due to alpha hydrogen or acidic hydrogen. So first of all, you have to know that what is the alpha hydrogen and how they are acidic in nature. So look at here. The first carbon attached with CHO group is known as alpha carbon, the second carbon is known as beta carbon, third carbon is known as gamma carbon, and fourth carbon is known as delta carbon in common nomenclatures. Okay, so this is the Greek letter. Now the alpha carbon having one H, so this is known as alpha hydrogen and this is acidic H. Now beta also have one H, this also have H, this also have H. Okay, but these H are basically known as non-acidic H, non-acidic hydrogen. The reason behind this, you can think about this. This is because the CHO group is electron withdrawing group. Okay, that means having the minus I effect, and I told you also that the effect of inductive effect depend upon the distance. As the distance increases, the effect become more and more negligible. So that means I also told you that the inductive effect work up to 2 to 3 carbon. So now what happens here? Because minus I effect of CHO basically depend on distance. Second things, and the resulting carbon ions and the resulting carbanion do not stabilize by resonance. Are you getting this point? So due to the region, they are known as non-acidic H. Now look at about here, how they are known as acidic H. So look here, CHO group directly attached to alpha carbon atom. So that's why this withdraw electron from carbon. That means this bond. Now this bond become more polar, and hence this alpha H is more acidic. Now look at here, how can you say that the alpha H is acidic and also stabilized by resonance? So look at here, C double bond O, this is the carbonyl group, this contains one H, we have shown here. Now the base attack to hydrogen, in that condition the bond break like this. So here what you have to form that known as carbon ions. So this contain negative charge, so that's why this is known as carbanion. This is less stable because the negative charge is on less electronegative elements. Now look the condition for resonance, double bond, single bond and negative charge. So this will indicate the resonance. So now these electrons are delocalized like this, and this bond move towards oxygen. Now in this condition what happened? O got negative charge, and now the double bonds shift between the carbon atom. So this is known as enolate ion, and this is more stable. Now what about the stability of this enolate ions? In negative charge on more electronegative elements, so that's why this is more stable than carbon ions. So that's why the alpha hydrogen is acidic. Okay dear students, are you getting this point? Now let us focus on the reactions which are due to acidic nature of hydrogen. So the most famous reactions is known as aldol reactions. Aldol reaction. Okay, this is most important for examination point of view. So now basically what happens here, these reactions are given by aldehyde and ketone having alpha H. Are you getting this point? Second things, here you have to take in the dilute NaOH which work as catalyst. Either you can take sodium carbonate, this is also dilute base, this is a salt having the dilute base. Okay dear students, now how can write about the aldol reactions? When aldehyde ketones having alpha H, okay, react in presence of dilute NaOH, so they will produce beta hydroxy aldehyde, that is known as aldol, or beta hydroxy ketone, that is known as ketol. Are you getting this point? Which on heating will produce alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones. So formation of aldol and ketol is known as aldol reactions, and formation of unsaturated alpha beta aldehyde ketones is known as aldol condensation. So two type of reactions may be asked, one aldol reactions and one aldol condensation. So now look at here how the reactions can be happen. So first of all we have taken the example of aldehyde. Okay, one more aldehyde can be taken, you can put 1H like this. Okay dear students, so this is alpha hydrogen, this is also known as alpha hydrogen. The name of this chemical is ethanol in IUPAC nomenclature, and in common name it is known as acetaldehyde. Are you getting this point? Okay. So now dear students, look at here, this alpha H move towards oxygen atom and this carbon move toward this carbon, that is the carbon of carbonyl, in presence of dilute NaOH. So now your answer will be CH3 CH, this become OH, and now this carbon attached by CH2 COH CHO. Okay, now look at here, this contains alcohol group and aldehyde group, so that's why this is known as aldol. Okay, so this is a type of aldol due to presence of two type of functional group, aldehydes and ketone, sorry, aldehydes and alcohol. Now with respect to this, this is known as alpha and this is known as beta. So you can write the answer, beta hydroxy 4 carbon is known as butyraldehyde. Are you getting this point? So this is known as aldol. In IUPAC nomenclatures you can put one number here, 2, 3 and 4. So this is known as 3-hydroxy-butanol. Now this aldol when heated, so what happens here? Look sincerely, OH from beta and H from alpha are removed. That means one water molecules are removed and one pi bond formation take place between carbon number 2 and carbon number 3, that is between the alpha carbon and beta carbon. So now your product will be CH3 CH double bond CH and CHO. Okay, so this is the aldol condensation. Are you getting this point? Now you can know that your product is right or not. So you can break this bond and add one O here and 2H here. You reverse back to the reactant. So by this way you can also confirm that your product is correct. Okay dear students. Now look at here, this is known as alpha and this is known as beta. So that's why this is known as alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes. In IUPAC name you can write like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbon means but, then 2 ene and 1 al. So maybe one question arises कि how can you prepare but 2 ene 1 al from acetaldehyde? So you have to use the aldol condensation reactions. The common name of this chemical is crotonaldehyde. Crotonaldehyde. Are you getting this point? So by this way you can draw the aldol condensation product of acetaldehyde. Now let us take one more example. Okay, that is ketone. So this is known as a type of ketone, that is acetone. So this is acetone in common name, and in IUPAC name this is known as propan-2-one. Here also you have to take in same ketone 2 times, just like you have taken the aldehydes. Okay, now look at here, with respect to ketone group, this is alpha, this is alpha, here this is also alpha and this is also alpha. What we have to do that? One ketone group you have to move towards carbonyl groups. So now you can take 1H outside like this. Okay dear students, now same thing are repeated. Again you have to take in the dilute NaOH to conduct these reactions. Okay, now look at here, this H again move towards O, and this whole group from this carbon are attached to this carbon. So now your product will be CH3, C, this become OH, and this is already CH3 here. Now this carbon are attached by CH2, CO, CH3. So CH2, C double bond O and CH3. This is known as ketol. One more chemical may be formed, just like name is this. This is known as ketol. Okay, this is formed when ketone react with the dihydric alcohol. Okay, but here this is formed ketol because this contains ketone group and also alcoholic group. So this is again alpha and this is beta. So this is again beta hydroxy ketone. Okay, now you can write the name of this chemical, numbering then from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is known as 4-hydroxy, 4-methyl. Okay, 5 carbon is known as pentane and 2 have one. So pentan-2-one. Are you getting this point? Now again what you have to do that? You have to heated them. So again same thing are repeated. The OH group removed from beta carbon and the H group removed from the H atom removed from the alpha carbon. Now between alpha and beta one double bonds are formed. So this is known as alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So now look the product, CH3, C, this write like this, CH3 double bond, CH single bond, C double bond O and CH3. Now again same thing repeated. If you want to know that your product is correct or not, to break this bond, 1 add O here and 2H here. You have to repeat it the acetone. Are you getting this point? Now write the name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the name of this chemical is 4-methyl. 5 carbons contains pent. Here 3 number contains ene. So 3 ene and 2-one. So this is the name of this chemical. So by this way you can write the aldol reactions and also write the aldol condensation if both aldehydes and ketones are same having alpha hydrogen atom. So this is also known as simple aldol reactions. Are you getting this point? Now let us focus on the when 2 different type of aldehydes are taken or 2 different type of ketones are taken, or 1 aldehydes and 1 ketones are taken, both having the alpha H. So this will produce 4 product, 2 from simple aldol and 2 from cross aldol. So now look at here, we have taken the example of acetaldehyde and 3 carbon aldehyde, that is known as propanaldehyde. This is alpha carbon, this is alpha carbon, this is known as ethanol and this is known as propanol. Now what happens here basically? Just you have to do the reactions. Okay, so first time you have taken the dilute NaOH and second time you have to heat them. So now what happened here? First time you taken the two molecules of these aldehydes, you take this same aldehydes two times, you can write this chemical like this. Are getting this point? Now what happened here? You have to remove O from here and 2H from this carbon, and you have to put double bond between them. So now your answer will be CH3 CH double bond CH and CHU. The name of this chemical is 1 2 3 4. So this is known as but 2-in-1-ol, that is known as protonaldehyde. Now again we have taken this type of molecules, that means two molecules are taken of propanol. Again you taken this alpha carbon. Okay, so you can put alpha carbon here, CHO like this and CH3 like this. Are getting this point? Now what happens here? You have to remove this O and this alpha hydrogen you can remove. Okay, now you have to put the double bond between this carbon. So now again your answer is CH3 CH 2 CH double bond C. This is CH3 and CH2. Are you getting this point? What you have to do that? If 1 O remove from one aldehydes and 2H remove from alpha H. Okay, and between them you have to put double bond. You get this answer. Also you can find the reactant. You break this bond. Okay, and put 1 O here and 2H here. You get this reactant. So these two when combined with each other, so they give the product. These products are basically belong to the simple aldol reactions. Okay. Now what happens if this aldehydes attack to this and this aldehyde attack to this? So this is known as cross aldol product. So now again look at here, ki CH3 CHO you can keep here like this. Now you can move CH3 CH2 and CHO. So again same thing repeated. You have to move, that means remove, you have to remove O from this aldehydes and 2H from this alpha carbon. So now you will get CH3 CH double bond C. This is the CH3 like this and CHO. So this is example of cross aldol product because we are using the two different type of aldehydes. One more product can you form? You can keep this group as such. Now move CH3 CHO. Now again same thing happen. You have to remove oxygen from propanol and 2H from ethanol. Now you will get the product CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH and CHO. Are you getting this point? Again you can repeat it. You can break this bond, add 1 O and 2H here. You get the same reactant. Now write the name to differentiate that the product are different. So this is known as but 2-in-1-ol. Now this is 1 2 3 4 5. 2 have methyl. So this is known as 2 methyl. Okay, pent 2-in-1-ol. So both are different name. Now come here 1 2 3 4. Are you getting this point? So look at here. So this is 2 methyl, okay, and 4 carbon is known as but 2-in-1-ol. Now look at here 1 2 3 4 5. So this is known as pent 2-in-1-ol. So all the 4 products have different name. So that's why they are different product. Are you getting this point? So this is about the cross aldol. When two different type of aldehydes or two different type of ketones are taken having the alpha H, they will give 4 product. Out of them 2 are simple aldol and 2 are cross aldol. Now, if we have taken the two different type of aldehydes or ketone, one having no alpha H, then they give the single product. So look at here, we have taken the example of benzaldehydes. So this is benzaldehydes having no alpha H, benzaldehyde, no alpha H. Okay, this will react with acetophenone having 3 alpha H, but for this reactions you have to require 1 alpha H at least. So look at here, this is the alpha carbon, so this have alpha H. Now what have to do that? You have to remove O from that aldehydes which have no alpha H and H from this carbon having the alpha H. Okay, that remove 2H from here, just you can write like this also. Now what happens here? Again same thing happens, dilute NaOH and second time you will be heat. Your product will be having the two benzene ring like this. So CH from benzaldehydes double bond, CH from this carbon and C double bond O, and now you have to add one more benzene rings. Now in common name this is known as benzyl acetophenone. Okay. Now in IUPAC name numbering done from this carbon because this is the ketonic group. So now this is known as 1,3-diphenyl. Okay, 3 carbon means prop, 2 ene and 1 one. So by this way you can know about the aldol reactions and aldol condensation. So these all about the aldol reactions and aldol condensation. Okay dear students, so this is most important for board examinations. So now let us focus one more important reactions, that is Cannizzaro reactions, where no alpha hydrogen containing aldehydes should be required. The next most important reactions is also Cannizzaro reaction. Okay, so first of all you have to know the conditions for the Cannizzaro, and this is also known as a type of disproportionation reaction. Okay, about this I told you in oxidation redox reactions, that is in disproportionation what happens? Similar elements oxidize and similar elements reduce simultaneously. Now this reaction can be given by aldehyde having no alpha H. For this you can taking the example of formaldehyde and benzaldehyde. Okay dear students, now second things you have taken that in aldol reactions you have taken the dilute NaOH, the dilute base, you have to take in the concentration base, that is concentrated base, either NaOH or KOH. So one question may be arises, what is the basic difference between the aldol reactions and Cannizzaro reaction? So first difference, aldehydes reactions in aldol reactions, the aldehydes having alpha H should be given the aldol reactions, and second things dilute NaOH are required, but for Cannizzaro reactions aldehyde with no alpha H and concentrated base are required. Now this will produce two type of product when formaldehyde are the reactants. Okay, so one formaldehyde oxidized to the alcohol and one formaldehyde oxidized to the carboxylic acid salt. So now look at here, what happens? SCHO and SCHO are taken. This is known as methanol and also commonly known as formaldehyde. Okay, this reaction take place in presence of concentrated NaOH or KOH. So now you have to oxidize one formaldehyde and you have to reduce one formaldehyde. So one formaldehyde or form carboxylic acid salt. So look at here, one formaldehyde is reduced to methyl alcohol. So here this is known as reduction, and this formaldehyde convert into acid salt. So this is known as oxidation. Now you can know that by seeing the reactions. This formaldehyde have more number of H, addition of H take place. So that's why this is basically reduction. In this what happens, addition of oxygen take place. So this is known as oxidation. So by this way you can know that here one formaldehyde is oxidized and one formaldehyde is reduced. So that's why this reaction is known as disproportionation reaction. So only this you have to write in the board examinations. We have taken one more examples of benzaldehydes. Okay dear students, so you have taken one more examples, benzaldehydes, ring CHO plus ring CHO. Now same conditions are repeated. Now here you can take KOH. Okay, so again here one benzaldehydes change into benzyl alcohol like this, CS2OH. Okay, you have to break this double bond O. Okay, one bond is breaking here between the C and O, that is pi bond are breaking, 2 sigma bond will be formed. So this is also known as type of hydrogenation reaction. Okay, and one aldehyde, that is benzaldehyde, change into acid salt, that is COOK. Okay, so this is known as benzyl alcohol and this is known as potassium benzoate. So by this way you can convert aldehydes having no alpha H to acid and alcohol by using the Cannizzaro reaction. So this is also known as simple Cannizzaro. Okay, if two different type of aldehydes are taken, so this is known as cross Cannizzaro, just like a cross aldol reactions. So now here what you have to do that, here two different type of aldehydes are taken having no alpha H. One is formaldehyde and one is benzaldehyde. What you have to do that, the more reactive should be oxidized. So look at here, formaldehyde is more reactive than benzaldehydes. This I told you also. If this carbon have more positive charge with respect to this carbon, so that's why this carbon is, that is formaldehyde is more reactive, and this should be oxidized here. So your answer will be like this, concentrate NaOH. So now this will form COONA from formaldehyde, and now the benzaldehyde is reduced, CS2OH. So this is known as cross Cannizzaro reactions. At last you have to know about the electrophilic substitution reactions of aldehyde and ketones. So look at here, the electrophilic substitution reactions. Electrophilic substitution reaction. So this is basically meta directors. Look at here how this happen. You have taken the CHO group like this. So you have taken the CHO group, and how this group withdraw electrons from the ring. So look at here, this bond break like this, negative charge, positive charge. Now this pi bond move toward this bond. In that conditions what happens is, I told you so many times that this is this is meta director. Now this become double bond, this is single bond O negative, and now the positive charge come on the ortho position. Similarly this positive charge move to the para position, again ortho position. So that's why this behave as meta director. So one question may be rises, what is the product of the reactions of benzaldehydes or ketone when they are nitrated? You are taking the nitrating mixtures HNO3 and H2SO4. So now in nitration NO2 group are generated as electrophile. So that's why due to meta directors NO2 group attached to the meta position. So now your product will be, due to presence of CHO group, it is meta director. So that's why it will form meta nitrobenzaldehydes. So these all about basically aldehydes and ketones. Are you getting this point? So see all the video lectures and complete your notes. Okay, also with the help of NCERT. So this is completion of aldehyde and ketone. Now in next lecture I will told you about the carboxylic acid in detail. Thank you dear students.